In this question, we're asked to solve an integral. Again, it's an indefinite integral because there are no limits on it. And it's the integral of x squared ln x dx. So the first thing we should notice is there's sort of two separate functions here. There's a polynomial in x squared, and then there's the logarithmic function of ln x. Generally, when we have two different types of questions like that, two different types of functions, I should say, whether it be a polynomial and a trig function or an exponential and a logarithmic function, integration by parts is often the way to go. So I've written the integration by parts formula here, and basically what it means is we have to determine which part of our integral is u and which part is dv. That will determine which one we're going to take the antiderivative of and which one we're going to take the derivative of. So how do we determine which one? Well, this one's actually pretty easy because ln of x, we don't know the integral of ln of x, or the antiderivative of ln of x, if you think about it. What would you go up a level to it? We don't know that. We actually would have to use integration by parts to solve for that. So because we know we can only differentiate ln of x and not integrate, I'm going to make that u. Because u is the one we differentiate, dv is the one we integrate. So then I'll call x squared dv. Great, so then let's just list out our terms. So u we said is ln x, so du is just going to be the derivative of that, 1 over x dx. We said dv equals x squared, so v is going to be the antiderivative of this, which is x cubed over 3. Right, going from dv back up to v, we have to go up a power and divide by that new power. So now we just follow our integration by parts formula. So x squared ln x dx, that was the question, equals uv, this part first. So u is ln x times v is x cubed over 3 minus the integral of v, which is x cubed over 3, times du, which is 1 over x dx. All you have to focus on is this second part, and did you create an integral that you can actually solve? Here we clearly can. There's no more lns or anything. It's just x's. So we have this part stays, ln x, x cubed over 3, minus, this is the integral of x cubed over x becomes x squared over 3 dx. And now I'll actually solve the integral, so it's ln x times x cubed over 3. The solution to this integral is to go up 1. So x cubed, and divide by that. But there's already this 1/3 out front. We already had that 3 on the bottom here. So that has to come along as well. So the final answer is ln of x, x cubed over 3, minus x cubed over 9, plus c. Don't forget the plus c because it's an indefinite integral. You can almost write yourself a note at the beginning here as soon as you see it's an indefinite with no limits here. There's no limits on the end of the integral, then we know there's going to be a plus c at the end. So again, recognizing its integration by parts can be somewhat easy, especially if one of the terms inside the integral you know how to differentiate, but you don't know how to integrate. Hopefully this is helpful. There's more videos out here, and you can always send us questions at info@arnoldtutoring.com. Thanks.